Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Randy, and we are going to attempt to finish up summer this episode. Why can't I talk to Sebastian? There we go. My little love. Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish up summer, mainly because I feel like we're at the point in which all we're doing now is just basically trying to make bank. Like, that's all it feels like we're trying to do at this point. Like, there's not really much we can do from here on. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, I do genuinely, like, love this game. However, it's just... There's not much else. I don't want to say there's not much else we can do, but, like, it's at the point where it's just like, oh, okay. All we can really do is just try to get the last big things in terms of, like, money, like the obelisk and things like that. Like, there's not much plot left, is what I'm saying. I'm also trying to make sure that there isn't anything I need for the gold. Let me double check. Okay. So, yeah, like, kind of, it's really hard to, like, show what's going, like, kind of the day-to-day, because I've well beyond shown the day-to-day aspects of it. And, like, at this point, it feels a bit beyond, like, pointless to kind of keep showing it. So that's why I'm, like, feeling like I have to kind of start clumping everything together now rather than just doing kind of more day-to-day. Because it's like, I've already done it. And I'm sure there are definitely people that have played this game that did a lot better job than I did in terms of a lot of this stuff. Because, like, for example, I ended up having to waste, like, what, 2 entire seasons? Because I couldn't get batteries. Because it was near impossible for them to show up in the fall. And practically non-existent in the winter. So, like, that definitely screwed me over. But I kind of just don't want to show, like, that kind of day-to-day aspect of it. Because I wouldn't find that interesting. And I highly doubt any of y'all would find that interesting. So I will kind of show, like, little, like, bits and whatnot, but it's not gonna be like day to day. It's gonna kind of just be pretty much how I've been doing it, where it's just like random jump ins of like, oh hey, this is happening and this is happening. But the plan this episode, I part of me wants to try to get Pam's. Realistically, I think we could get Pam's house because we're almost 2/5, like 40% of the way there already. And that was after taking a chunk out because of the whatchamacallit. Sorry, Brango Burr. For the obelisk. Ideally, if we could get enough for Skull Cavern, that would be fantastic. However, Skull Cavern seems a lot less unlikely. A lot less likely. There we go. I can speak. I promise. So I would rather focus on trying to get, like, something more obtainable. And, like, Pam's house is definitely it. Because we do that, we take care of Leo, and technically we don't have any more, like, stuff. In theory, we don't have anything else to do with the residents. Which, other than constantly doing Mr. Key kindness quest, which I'm not probably going to do anytime soon, because I'm sorry, but I took an entire, like, week out to do that. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm doing this alongside. It was like 90% of me just doing that and ignoring everything else. Let's get all of our crops. We'll make some money off of that. But yeah. I did just want to show that I'm doing this. I'm doing the hungry challenge. I'm not doing loved gifts again. Because I need key gems. Like, we need key gems. At least 90... 170. And ideally, if I can get some of these, the enrichers, and a hopper. But I can make the hopper. I'm just trying to get to the point where I can get the mine reset. That's all I need. I am getting a late start to the hunger quest. However... God, I'm not... We have 74 motherfucking staircases? I feel slightly okay about this. Also, I am eating the spicy eel, mainly to give myself a little bit of a boost. We have the slime charmer on. I'm trying not to use my stairs until, like, things start to get a wee bit dire. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have to just bomb the area and bucket! Ooh, sweet. Stairs. Yay! Okay. Let's do this. Let's see. Okay, we have extra luck, so that is great. Forgot to give him a smooch, but that's fine. I need to get over there as soon as possible to get the... What is this called? Oh my gosh, my brain is like, what are words? It's doing this again. I need to get the hunger going as quick as possible. I don't know. And it's something I've been thinking about because sometimes, like, they'll drop food and I'm like, can I use that food? Because... But I'm sure I can't because it's like I can't eat it while I'm in there, so... oh well. I got my spicy eel. Let's do this. I'm nervous, even though I have 70 plus stairs. Oh god, this looks like a big bucket. I'll see y'all on the other side. Did I do it with, like, the majority of my... stairs? Maybe. But I got 75 motherfucking iridium ore. I don't think I got any coal. Okay, I got some coal, which is great. And I'm about to die. But a success is a motherfucking success. And that means hopefully I'll be able to go back to Key Island tomorrow and maybe get the goddamn mine reset. I need the mine reset. That is the one thing I'm, like, aiming for more than anything. Is just the fucking mine reset. That's all I need. It's, like, all I need right now. If I can get that, I don't need to get anything else this episode. I just need the fucking mine reset. We've hit cult leader status! We're officially the proper cult leader! Everyone! Yo, except Mirio, who has been alive for like a month. We are at proper cult leader status. I am way too excited about that. Also, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I haven't been filming much. I promise I have been getting work done. In fact, we actually have both of the other fish ponds that I want done, which is great. I forgot to bring... I was going to try to get him to upgrade. Of course, it's more mangoes. I'm going to try to run back to Clint's real quick and see if I can get stuff to get an upgrade. Because I think I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade the axe. Actually, ooh, no. I'm going to do the hoe. Because that's the only thing at copper. I have another there's the other golden coconut. So I'm going to try to run back to Clint's and get... I should be fine, but we're going to do that. And I'm going to slowly start working on getting all of my tools upgraded. I know I should be working on getting the desert obelisk, but I want to get the tools upgraded because then I don't have to think about keeping all of the, like, items. Fuck you, Clint. I don't have to worry about keeping all of this. Also, I can eventually get the iridium trash can. But let's get the steel hoe. Mainly because that's the cheapest. And that'll keep Clint busy for a couple of days. So I don't have to think about it. Also, I still haven't been able to get any update on the key quest. So it might recycle every Sunday. I haven't quite figured it out. And it's making me a little bit mad because I'm like, look, I am currently blocked behind this stupid key quest. The least you can do is make it available, but we'll see. But I am now a proper cult leader. I think, okay. I'm gonna hate myself so much for doing this. But we're gonna attempt this. Family members of the legendary fish have returned to the valley. You have 3 days to collect Miss Angler, Glacier Fish Jr., Son of Crimson Fish, Radioactive Carp, and Legend 2. I am motherfucking terrified. However, this has a 3-day time limit, whereas Key's Kindness has 4, and I'm hoping that after the 3 days it will kind of, like, roll over, if that makes sense. I'm nervous. I am very, very nervous. Okay. I am trying to make sure that everything... Okay, they're caught in the same location as the older generation of fish. Oh god. Okay. So the same requirements for the original... Okay, so the levels have to be the same. But from what I'm looking at, it doesn't have... I don't think it has to be the same seasons. I think. Either way, I'm going to cry my eyes out. Because this is going to kill me. I did have to go back home. I was originally like, oh, okay, I'm going to do the one in the ocean, which is like crimson fish or something like that. Except I had to go home because I didn't have a fishing tackle, and I was like, there's no way in hell I'm doing this without. So we're gonna attempt Glacier Fish Jr. And we'll see how it goes. I am going to scream into the abyss now, and I will save your eardrums from that. I've had 3 chances, and every chance has been a fuck up. Oh, look at that! Number 4. Number 4. We're gonna fuck it up, aren't we? How do I, like, stop fighting this fish on his turf? How do I jump into the lake and fight him like this is Street Fighter? Can someone please tell me how I can do that? I've, like, come across this fish, like, 7, 8 times. Last time, I was so close. And I'm about ready to scream. And now I'm just assuming it's coming up every time, and I'm ready to just, like, press the A button into the fucking abyss. Like, we're just... Ah! And I'm still on the first one. You have to catch, like, 2 fish a day in order to do this. And I've caught 0 today. Oh! Fuck you, bitch! You wanna know how long I mean, granted, one, you can tell from the time how long I've been spending fishing, but you wanna know how many attempts I've had at this fucker? My tackle wore out, and I made it before coming here. How do I inject morphine into the bug meat before I turn it into bait? Like, I don't remember what the crafting recipe is for morphine before I inject that shit into the bug meat. Like, where's Genya when I need him from Demon Slayer to just pull out the gun and just shoot the bitch? God. And it's not even the fact that it's like, oh, I need to go home because it's 11 p.m. Like, I don't go to sleep early in this game. 9 times out of 10, it's like 1 a.m. And then I'm like, oh shit, I need to go before I pass out. And then I have to pay Harvey fucking money because he's like, hey, I fixed you, bitch. I'm on my own property. And I trust Sebastian. Like, go choke on it. Ah! I now need to, like, take care of everything else that I've been neglecting. Oh god, these fish are gonna be the death of me. These fish are legitimately going to kill me. But again, I was like 70% sure I wouldn't be able to do this anyways because I'm not terrible at fishing, but I'm not good. I don't think I'm good in the slightest, and I was just like, this is not gonna go in my favor. And lo and behold, I've gone through an entire fucking tackle with no fucking luck. Oh! I just realized my property counts as ocean. I'm gonna do something I'm gonna regret. And that is stay up till like 1 a.m. going after the one fish that goes in the fucking ocean. I completely forget about this all the time. I was the one that's like, I want the beach one. Has it like fucking screwed me over for like any actual farming? Yes. But has it given me free beach property? Yes. Now I'm gonna cry my eyes out and try to catch the other one. I also forgot that, like, every time I fish this area, like, 90% of what comes out is trash, regardless of, like, Curiosity Lord, regardless of any of that. It's always just been, like, trash. Like, the past 3 things that I've fished in this area have all been trash. Well, I got a seaweed. So I guess if you don't count seaweed, 50% of what I have trashed, up now 60%. Like, most of what I, like, fish up is trash. Am I gonna get this fish? Probably not, but, like, we're trying. We're trying. Trying and crying our eyes out. I don't know why this was the smart decision for me. I don't know why. I don't know why at all, I thought. Hey, you struggled with every other fucking fish in the goddamn thing. Let's make it worse. Let's go after the one that's even harder than the other ones that you were struggling to even catch. I was like, oh my god. Like, anytime it says hit, I'm always just like, well, this is it. Time to die. Ah. 1 for 5, baby. Now, I actually did change up my strategy. Instead of using the trap bobber, which I have been using like the entire time, I changed it up to the cork bobber. Main reason is I don't have any copper. Well, I have copper. I just don't have coal to burn more copper because I haven't counted out. So I was like, you know what? Let's just change it up, because this was actually an old strategy that I was going to try when it came to some of the fish, and then I just kind of got lucky, I think, one time with the trap bobber, and then I didn't really need the cork bobber. But it doesn't massively change, like, the size of the bar, but for me, because, like, there are times where I'm, like, so close, fuck you, fish, that it would fit with the cork bobber. So I was like, you know what, let's just try it. Also, I have more slime than I do coal, so I don't want to waste my coal. Eventually I gotta burn the copper, but, like, if I don't have to, I don't need to. I give up. I'm going home with my one fish. God. Okay. So I was actually even double checking with the key challenges. Because I was like, oh, okay, how often do they reset? They still reset on Mondays. So the fact I did this meant absolutely nothing in picking the shorter one. I could have gone with the loved gift one. God, that just makes me so... Ugh. And the thing that sucks is, like, it really does feel like the fishing stuff is an aftermath, because as things get tougher, like, there's no way to really make, like, you pretty much, even, you know, if you have all of the top upgrades, like, still 90% of it is just get good. And it's like, for me at least, it's not like if I'm able to upgrade everything to the point where like, oh, like combat's easy. Oh, like all of this is easy. But fishing never really gets easier. Like, I get the legendaries are supposed to be hard and challenging, but I feel like at a certain point, doing that, considering you don't get a lot of reward for it, and on top of that, you don't have a lot of time to do it, there needs to be something to make fishing a bit easier. Especially once once you have the money to upgrade shit, like you do with like your mining stuff and your swords and things like that. Like it kind of irks me a little bit because it's like there's no way to like combine the lure, like the tackles. The only thing you can do is put one on, in which it does a little bit, but it doesn't do that much. And like the bait doesn't really change anything. You have the regular bait, which just means they come more often. The wild bait, which means every once in a blue moon, but most of the time, no, you get a second fish. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't happen. You have, like, the magic bait, which I haven't even made yet, which is basically just, like, seasons don't matter. And that's it. And the lures, while they do have some benefit, they don't have that much benefit. And it's just, like, it really does kind of start to feel like there is no point in terms of like, oh, okay, well, let me get better at fish. It's just, you have to get good at the skill. And then when you're like, most of the time you end up going against like the fairly easy ones. And sometimes you have like the octopi or like the super cucumber where it's like, oh, okay, there's a bit of a challenge. That's it. And then you jump up to like the legendaries. And it's like 0 to 100 in like change. So you don't really ever get the chance to like improve without screaming into the abyss. And I guess that's the main thing that I don't like about the fishing in this game. Like, the fishing gets you good value and everything, but it feels like it's not worth it. Like, it doesn't ever feel like, oh, okay, like, like, for example, like, y'all remember seeing me, like, playing through some of the mines, and, like, I'm just sitting here crying, like, practically crying, because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, like, every time I step into these mines. And it's now at the point where it's like, I just go in, dig around, get what I need, get out, like, no big deal. And it's because, like, over time, things kind of get balanced. The more you play, the more, things level out. And it never feels like that in fishing. I don't know. It very well could just be me. God damn. How did I do 1,000 stone? Oh, well. I'm off. Actually, I need to run into... we're not gonna get anything. Okay, time to just, like... stick around in the mines for a while. It's fine. I forgot. I have the napalm. They explode. It's fun. It's so fun. Did I necessarily need to cut it on for the witch? Probably not, but you know what? Why not? I'm at the point that I'm like, I feel like I need to start, like, mining for, like, content for this episode, because it's like, oh gosh. It's just kind of feeling like, there's not that much. But, I'm still fairly bitter about everything involving those stupid fish. So I've just been kind of like melancholically playing and just like, Because it's a very weird feeling that I have right now. Because it's like, I still love the game, but it's just at the point where it's like the last little bits of grinding. And unfortunately, like, this grinding is like the massive bulk of it. Like, for the most part, we don't have any more, like, proper story left. Like, the only thing that's, like, new is, like, the goddamn, like, mine reset. And again, I'm having to fucking wait on goddamn Key to be like, oh, okay, let's do it now. I still feel very salty about that one time that I could have gotten, and then it was just a, oops, we did the wrong thing. And I swear to God, I did not actually click on that, but like, okay, game, okay. So now it's just kind of just feeling like I'm waiting in like the in-between. And like I'm trying to like get as much money as possible, but it's just at that point that it's just feeling like everything's kind of dragging. And it's like, part of me kind of wishes like I would have like held off on doing some of like the friends and like getting like top level friends with all of these people, like, and taking a little bit more time with that. And I think that would have helped, because then I could, like, at this point I could have been like, oh, okay, well, let's go be besties with so and so, let's go be besties with so and so. But part of it was I really wanted to get married. I really wanted to get married, like, early. Which, like, there's nothing wrong with that. That was what I wanted. Oop, missed one. And so now it's just kind of dealing with, like, the lull of everything. Because it's like, oh, okay. We have done, in terms of story, we have done everything. Like, we have seen all the cutscenes. We have, like, pretty much gotten everything, like I said. The mine reset is, like, the only thing that we haven't properly done. But, again, that's stuck behind fucking random chance. And it's just, I'm at the point that I'm, like, just mentally screaming. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, hold on. Let's just do 2, grab that egg, which for some reason the auto hopper, like the auto collector won't pick those up, like when the witch curses them, but it's like, it'll pick up the rest of the normal ones. I don't know why. I'm just gonna kind of continue the week off and just be like, let's just try to get as much money as we can. Like, there's not much else to do other than be like, let's just turn ourselves into corporate drones, even though that was what we were trying to get away from when we moved here. But okay, game. Okay. And that is going to be it for the episode. I know it's a little bit all over the place, but honestly, I was at the point that I was really just trying to get as much money as possible in this last day. Unfortunately, I didn't really hit the goal, but I didn't have anything that was like jellied. Next episode, we'll be taking care of the first half of fall. I'm really hoping this will be done in the next few episodes. Also, we are almost at 500,000, but what I think I'm gonna do for fall, instead of going for Pam's house, we're gonna go for the desert. We're gonna get that obelisk. That way we can kind of just go to Skull Cavern whenever, and hopefully I'll be able to finally knock out the Penny Rex, Monster Slayer quest. Because from there, all that's left to do, honestly, is just the gold clock, the return scepter, and then the beach obelisk, as well as the other one. So there's not much left to do, and honestly, it's a lot more of just waiting around for stuff. So hopefully, I'm actually curious, and it's like, this isn't going to be in the next episode. This is just me kind of curious to see If I'm gonna have to wait more time for the goddamn mine reset. That's all I need. I just need the mine reset. Because once the mine reset happens, then I can start getting some of, like, the last little bits we need. Like, I can finish all the shipped items. I can finish up all the crafting. I'm just waiting for Key to put that fucking one in instead of the goddamn send all the love gifts like I haven't done that 2 weeks ago. Fuck you! Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably end up be doing a shit ton of cooking, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.